Hi, we're at Old Heritage Subdivision. We just redid the landscaping. So I wanted to kind of show, typically builders are left with untreated soil. So we came in and we tilled all the beds. We ripped out some of the older plant material that was overgrown, but we had a tight budget that we had to work with. So what we did was we salvaged a lot of the plants that I'm going to show you and transplanted them into different locations. So just to give you an idea, new plantings, that is called the banana anise. They're going to get about 3 to 4 feet tall and about 4 feet wide. If you notice, the spacing of the plants seem wider, but all plants are going to get about 4 to 5 feet wide. So at each monument, at the entrances, to kind of tie it in, because the one side is a little bit different from the other, we used this gold thread cypress, which is going to get about this tall, about that wide. And if you notice down the parkway, we took out a lot of the old bad juniper, and there was mixed daylilies inside of the juniper. So what we did was we subdivided them and split them to be in pockets of each crepe myrtle front grouping. And then on the other side of the road, we did the same thing and added crepe myrtles to mirror the entrances. As we walk down here, some other plants to give you a contrast in color. So you have the chartreuse yellow to the burgundy. This is a dwarf loropetalum. It's only going to get about 3 to 4 feet tall. Then you have the butterfly bush, which is going to get about 5 to 6 feet tall and wide, which will be a blue flower, bluish purple. Then we came in and we added some lantana, which is yellow. That'll get a nice annual bed color where there's no maintenance, and actually deers do not like these. So we have to be also deer conscious. Then we predominantly, which is one of my favorite plants, is we used ice plant, which you'll notice it in a couple of different locations, here, there, and at the end. And the ice plant is a succulent that'll creep around in between the rocks and be a wave of pink. And if you bounce over to the other side, we didn't want to block the entrance sign. So again, we did lantana. And we just did a nice specimen, which is a dwarf Colorado blue spruce, which is going to get about 3 to 4 feet tall and about 4 to 5 feet wide. So you'll have that blue-green to the yellow, this is Everillo grass, one of my favorite. They stay like this year-round. They get about this wide and about that tall. And then we bounce back to the ice plant, which is a succulent. Again, deers have a tendency not to eat those, but you'll have this wave of pink all summer long. So another plant that we did is underneath the hardwood trees, nothing really grows because of the root systems. So what we did was we dug up all of the liriope and subdivided it and split it into different groupings, so they're underneath each tree as opposed to just one big bed of it. And if you walk over to the other side, I'll show you what we did with some of the transplants. So actually by the clubhouse there was a big mass grouping of ornamental grasses. And the great thing about ornamental grasses is that you can split them and subdivide them. So they look a little bit sparse right now is because we took 5 plants and we split them and we got 25 miscanthus grass. So once these things fill back out again, they'll get about this tall and about that wide, and you'll notice them again at each monument down the parkway. There'll be 3 at each one. Another great plant to use in the landscaping is this is called Twist of Limabilia. It'll get about 4 to 5 feet wide, gets clusters of white flowers on it, and gets a little bit of a red tinge to it. Fantastic plant. A lot of these plants are drought tolerant, low maintenance, but we got to give everything room to grow. So that's what you see, big spaces. Thank you for joining us. Have a great day.